Okay, here's chapter 2 of the homework machine. I'm going to read part 1 right now. Chapter 2, October. Judy Douglas, grade 5. I remember the day we first heard about the homework machine. It was late September, maybe early October. I heard Brenton and Snick talking, or at least I heard Brenton say something about a machine that does your homework for you. A homework machine? Can you imagine? It sounded like science fiction. It sounded like a joke. But Brenton isn't exactly known for his sense of humor. In fact, I don't think I ever heard him crack a joke. At least, not on purpose. Sometimes the kids laugh at the things he says when he's trying to be serious. Not me. That's rude. I thought about raising my hand and telling Miss Rasmussen what I had overheard, but I knew everybody already thought I was a big goody two-shoes, and I didn't want them calling me a tattletale, too. Maybe I should have told Miss Rasmussen. None of this would have happened. I might have mentioned it to Kelsey. Kelsey Donnelly, grade 5. Oh, I totally believed it. Brenton's a dork, but he's a genius dork. I know he's going to find a cure for cancer or win a Nobel Prize or something when he grows up. If any kid could create a machine that would do your homework for you, Brenton is the kid. And what's so amazing about it, anyhow? They put a man on the moon, right? They grow babies in test tubes, right? So why couldn't somebody invent a machine that could do homework? Brenton, Dama, grade 5. I knew I never should have told Snick. As soon as the words left my mouth, I realized it was a mistake. Secrets are best kept secret. That's why they're called secrets. If I had kept my mouth shut, none of this would have happened. Sam Dawkins, grade 5. I say to Brenton, get out of town. There's no such thing as a machine that can do your homework for you. He says there is too, and he's got one. I tell him if he really has a machine like that, he should show it to me. Put up or shut up, right? And when he says he doesn't want to, I just say that's proof he made the whole thing up. He looks all guilty, like maybe he's gonna cry or something. Judy Douglas, grade 5. I told Snick to leave Brenton alone, but he wouldn't. He pestered him all the way out to the playground. It was really mean. Snick is one of those kids who doesn't know when to stop. He'll do something mean or he'll say something mean, and you tell him to stop it, but he'll keep doing it. Then you raise your voice a little and say, stop it, and he keeps doing it. And then finally you shout at him, stop it. And he acts like, whoa, you don't have to shout. But you do have to shout, because if you don't shout, he doesn't get the message. And Brenton never shouts. Brenton Damagachi, grade 5. I didn't want to show the machine to anyone. I never planned to show it to anyone. But Snick was really giving me a hard time. He called me a liar and a fake, which I am not. Kelsey Donnelly, grade 5. I thought Brenton was gonna cry, really. Judy and me told Snick to knock it off. Brenton Damagachi, grade 5. Finally, I said to them, fine, come over to my house after school today and I'll show it to you. But you have to swear on your life that you'll never tell anybody about it. Judy Douglas, grade 5. If he really did have a machine that could do your homework for you, I wanted to see it. I worked so hard on my homework, and Brenton still gets better grades than I do. I wanted to see what tricks he was using. Kelsey Donnelly, grade 5. I didn't even want to go to Brenton's house, but I had nothing else going on after school, so I figured, what the heck? Beat sitting around. We rode our bikes over. Brenton's mom. You can imagine my surprise when Brenton came home from school with that boy Sam, who they call Snickwad, and these two girls. I don't remember the last time Brenton had a friend over. Maybe when he was a toddler and the kids had what we used to call play dates, and he never had a girl over. When he was little, the other kids never seemed to like him, or they couldn't relate to him. I really didn't know what was going on. It was always a matter of concern. I hoped he would grow out of it as he got older, and he would eventually fit in better socially. I was thrilled when the three of them came over. I thought that maybe Brenton had finally made some friends at school. I quickly whipped up a batch of those cinnamon rolls from a can and brought them up to his room for the kids. Just trying to be hospitable, you know. I wanted to hang around and get to know them a little, but they acted like they wanted me out of the room, so I went back downstairs. After all that happened later, I wish I. Judy Douglas, grade 5. I always wondered what Brenton's house would look like, and his mom would look like. Well, it was lovely, and so was she. She even made us these delicious cinnamon rolls. Sam Dawkins, grade 5. Brenton's room is weird. Most guys put up posters on their wall with pictures of their favorite athletes or rock bands or dirt bikes and stuff like that. Brenton has a picture of some old dude from ancient history. I say, who's that? And he says, is Leon. And I say, isn't he the dude who was in that Titanic movie? And he said, no, he's the dude who painted the Mona Lisa. And I say, the Mona, what? And he says, oh, forget about it. Have another cinnamon roll. So I did. He has some bumper sticker that says, war is not the answer, or something like that. That got me. You know, my dad was in the military, and these people who don't support the military get angry. I told him he was a hippie and a commie and stuff like that, joking around. But not really. Brenton Damagachi, grade 5. I explained to Sam that it is impossible to support the military and at the same time be against the war. To me, the best support you can give the military is to keep them out of wars, unless it is in our nation's vital interest. He didn't understand. I didn't press it. These issues tend to make people very emotional and are best avoided. Judy Douglas, grade 5. Brenton closed the door as soon as his mom left. He locked it too. I was looking around the room for a machine, but Brenton just sat down in front of the computer on his desk. It was nice, but it didn't look like anything special. I mean, just about everybody has a computer. There was a scanner and a printer attached to it, but that was about it. Brenton said his dad works for a computer company, so he gets all kinds of stuff for free. Kelsey Donnelly, grade 5. Brenton said, so you want to see how the homework machine works? We all said, yeah. He took a piece of blank paper and wrote this on it: 2 plus 2 equals. Then he put the paper into the scanner, face down. He sat at the keyboard and typed some stuff into it. A few seconds later, the printer started making noise and a piece of paper popped out of it. The paper said on it, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Sam Dawkins, grade 5. I say, that's it? That's the famous homework machine you told us about? Big deal. I just laughed my head off. Any kid in first grade can tell you that 2 plus 2 equals 4. I've got a cheap calculator that can do a lot more than that. The whole thing looked bogus to me. What a joke. I couldn't believe he called that piece of junk a homework machine. Brenton's mom. I sat downstairs the whole time wondering what they were doing up there. I thought about going upstairs and putting my ear to the door to listen, but that would have been an invasion of privacy. Plus, they might have opened the door and caught me. Judy Douglas, grade 5. I felt sorry for Brenton. I figured he made up the story about the homework machine so he would make some friends. He probably just wanted us to come over to his house. It was kind of sad, really. I told Brenton I thought his machine was cool because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Brenton Damagachi, grade 5. They didn't quite grasp the concept at first. I just did the simple arithmetic problem as an example. If the machine could add 2 plus 2, it could add any numbers. More than that, it could seek out information on any subject. They lacked vision. They could only see the paper in front of them. Sam Dawkins, grade 5. So Brenton grabs his backpack and pulls out the homework assignment for that night. It was all this stuff about the solar system. Here's the homework page. Our solar system, the Earth, is blank miles from the sun. The closest planet to the sun is blank. The word galaxy comes from the Greek word for blank. The sun rises in the blank and sets blank. Groups of stars are called blank. The Earth makes blank revolutions around the sun each year. And here is a picture of the homework that Brenton pulled out. And that is the end of part 1 of